What is up, you guys? The Fallout What If here, and today I got to be doing a new What If. And if you guys were watching, if you guys wanted the Lucifer one, I'm sorry, I'm going to do that next, and that is a promise. All right. Now, anyway, here's what's happening. What am I doing this one for? Well, because you guys picked A, B, or C, and the other two I will do in the near future. But right now we're picking A. So, what if Deku was adopted by the Huldra brothers, or basically better known as Brok and Sindri? Now, you guys are probably thinking, but wait a minute, Fallout, these two? Of all people? Why? Well, if we want to talk about anything, we have to talk about who made the weapons, or just the weapon, for the God of War, the Frost Troll Axe. These two are the ones who made it. Now, give me a minute here. Now I'm back. Here's the thing. I was doing, how you say it? No. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. Me and Last of Us 21 were going to make this. Well, no. We weren't going to make this. He has one in store for you guys. I have this one. He's going to do a god. I'm going to do a couple of dwarves. Now, okay, that did not sound right. You know what? Scratch that. He was going to do a what if about, well, since he's got 1,000, oh, I forgot to say, he has 1,000 subscribers, people. Subscribe to his freaking channel, all right? Now, anyway, here's the thing. Freaking Brok and Sindri went into another world doing what they do best, collecting and basically making new weapons. Ever since Brok found out about freaking Kratos and his freaking Blaze of Chaos, these two decided to take a trip. Why? Well, pretty much, yeah, it's basically these two. These are the adventures of Brok and Sindri, but this is about Deku. Now, what happens is this. Brok and Sindri decide to, well, Brok mostly decided to go and find new weapons, find different items, find armor that can be of use to them, find different ways to use armor, to make it faster, stronger, durable, much more powerful, but they know not to make it too powerful like Mjolnir. Now, here's the thing. Deku was accidentally traded off by a different family. Why? Well, let's say this. A doctor who decided, hey, he's bored with life, just does, the ultimate, punishing move to them. And basically, they basically traded Deku for another child. So, yeah, pretty much they get, Inko gets one child and somebody gets another. And, yeah, so they find out about freaking Deku being quirkless and decide to just, kick him to the curb. Now, this was a baby Deku. Why? Well, because this family is particularly born with 4 arms. And if they don't have 4 arms or anything like that, they're basically dead weight. Even if they have a different power, it doesn't matter. These people are known as the 4 arms, pretty much that. Yeah, it's just like, let's just say they only want kids with the mutation quirk, or a mutation that can actually give them the ability to have 4 arms. They don't have it? Screw them. That's what they think. Now, Deku's on the alley, or somewhere. Brok and Sindri are basically finding their way, making their way to the My Hero Academia universe, which they actually find Deku. Now, it's normal for what's called people to lose others, but it's not normal for a baby to be by himself in an alleyway where nobody could find him. Now, Sindri finds out about what's happening and sees that there's a baby crying, of all things. And freaking Brok says, well, he ain't our problem. Let's just go somewhere else. And he says, are you an idiot, Brok? Look, Look. Okay, hear me out. No. Whatever you're thinking, no. You know we can't just take take a child with us. And he says, why not? This could be a good thing for both of us. We can learn how to take care of a child. What, am I married to you? Come on, think about it. You don't like babies at all. Yes, I know. And you do not like changing them. Look at you. Still afraid of germs after all these years. Because here's the thing. Freaking Kratos and Atreus go somewhere else. Why? Well, basically because Atreus is getting older and they're going to whatever universe or wherever the freaking God of War 5 game is going to happen, which will happen, I forgot what year, and I'm actually excited for that, people. So yeah, a tribute to the God of War himself. Now, oh yeah, I'm going to do the redo version of the God of War, I don't know when, but I know one thing. I know all the information that has to be known. And guess what? Another person is with them, and his name is Mimir. Why? Well, because they decide not to have them, because it's just basically him and Atreus that are going. Now, Mimir sticks along with them even though they don't like each other all the time, but they've gotten used to each other. They don't love each other, they're just used to each other. Now, Mimir is there and says, It's like, wait, Sindri, was that you? He says, no, bro. Oh, jeez. Okay, jeez. Let him out. And basically Brok says, here you go. Yeah, the hell you want? And this is when basically Mimir says, ugh. Really, do you have to always, put me in a bag? And Brok says, it's kind of funny. Having a dead, head. Get it? Dead head. And Mimir says, yes. Now, what do I hear about you two finding a child? Basically, they showed Deku, and Mimir's like, oh, good heavens. Look at this. Ah, sheesh. Okay, where's his mother and where's his father? Come on, let's take him to them. And they're like, we don't know where his mother and father's at. Like, you do not know where his mother and father's at? Are you both serious? And they're like, don't look at us. We didn't even know that there was a child in the first place. We just heard it cry. And Mimir's like, oh, okay. Here's the thing. Let's take him with us, and then let's find out about, well, I don't know. I don't know how to take care of a child. I never had one myself. And basically Brok is like, yes, you see, he's agreeing with me. But at the same time, we can't just let a child, roam around the world by himself. It won't be good. And he's like, oh, crap, I knew he was going to say this. And what Sindri is like, see, I told you, let us go take him with us. I was like, oh, sheesh. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? And I think, no, you won't. Come on now. He can learn from us. He can be one day be a generation where the Holdra brothers, have a bigger name. Having the three Holdra brothers, come on, the Holdra family, or the three Holdra, we'll figure out the name. And Brok is like, sheesh. What do you think, head? And he's like, well, I think it's probably a good thing. And think about it, we can also teach him how to do anything else. It was like, alright, fine. First things he's going to do is learn how to clean my trousers. And he's like, you have to do that by yourself. Nobody wants to smell that. And besides, he's a baby. Yeah, so what? When I was a baby, I started to touch metal. And look where that's got you. And it's like, screw you. And basically, these two take care of him. Now, Deku is born. Like we said. And basically, over the next, let's see, 4 years, he doesn't have a quirk. But he's learned about metals. He's learned about hygiene. He's learned from Brok by Sindri. He's learned hygiene by Sindri, and he's learned a little bit of welding by Brok. Now, Deku is going to be taller than them. Whew, thank God for that. But Deku is going to learn magic. He's going to learn how to store items into his pocket dimension. Not only that, he's going to learn how to teleport. Not only that, he's going to learn how to make use of fire magic, and basically learning how to make a weapon stronger, to upgrade something. And basically, Deku has his own outfit. Give me a second here. Now, we're just going to cut to how old Deku was. Sheesh. Now, here we go. Here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Deku has learned how to become a gentleman, but he has kind of a rough and tough nature from Brok. And he has a lot of wisdom, and he's learned a bunch of meanings and tattoos from freaking Mimir. These are the tattoos I'm going to give him. These are going to be around his body. Now, some of them, he can activate some of them, which, let's see. Peace, I can give him. Basically, he can calm the enemy down. Healing, I'll give him. Good health, he'll have much more of a vitality. Let's see. Good luck, he'll be much more luckier when something happens. Lock breaker. Let's say if he gets in a situation, his mind can basically predict what's the next move that he'll have to take. Let's see. Powerful binding a prisoner. He can basically lock somebody, or basically, how would I say this? Give him the ability to stop somebody's movements. Courage of combat. Basically, he won't be scared as much, and how you say it, mind control won't work on him. The illusion, Odin's illusionary rune. This will be camouflage and deception. Basically, he can hide and become invisible for a short amount of time. Let's see. Put fear in enemy. Basically, he'll scare the living crap out of them. Put fear in an enemy, another one actually. So he'll be able to use bloodlust and blood binding. Let's see, irresistibility in battle. Basically, all that's going to happen is he'll get damaged, but it won't affect him as much. Prevents getting lost. Basically, he knows where everybody's at the same time. He can find 100 people. He can find, there could be 100 people lost, and he'll be able to find them one by one, or basically all at the same time. Success in combat. Basically, he'll be much more stronger and faster and much more durable in the fight. So yeah, and this is what I'm going to give Deku. This kind of look, and it's not as good as other things, but yeah, pretty much he wears this due to the fact that Mimir told him about lighter clothes in combat, and the fact that he also has a sword to protect him. Now, he knows how to weld armors and different weapons. So, give me a second here. Okay, Deku's going to have this kind of armor, or basically this one right here. And yeah, it says Mecha Midoriya, but here's the thing. His body, it's going to be body armor that he's wearing. Let's see. Pretty much, he's going to have like the same kind of outfit like this. He's going to be a little more buffer due to Brok training him into like lifting metals and different like weapons. And the weapons I'm going to give him, let's say this. I'm going to give him the Frost Troll Axe, but it's a different one. So basically, this one's a bit more like tampered with. Basically, they had to find a lot of materials and fight a lot of people in order to like do all this stuff for Deku. And Deku is 100% happy about this. Pretty much so. Let's see. Okay, right here. He is going to have a long sword, which is a bit more bigger, like kind of like Zabuza's. So yeah, pretty much he's going to be like he's going to fight bigger foes. Now, here's the thing. Deku spends most of his time with Brok after school. And before school, Sindri teaches him what to do. And Brok has said, oh man, it seems like he grows up too fast. Way too fast. A bit too more fast. I do not want to lose this child. And Sindri says, yes. But you do know, remember the time that you didn't even want to change him? And he says, yeah, what do you think I was going to do? And Sindri says, well, you had to learn how to do it. And he says, oh yeah, says the one who doesn't want to touch any of his crap. I know I didn't want to touch it. That's because it's disgusting. Oh yeah, I know. Still such a baby about it. And Mimir is sometimes around Deku, just being taught about how to use the runes, which he mastered the rune techniques that that's all happened. And he's been so good at activating them that nowadays he doesn't even have to turn them on. Basically, it turns on its own. So, Deku automatically, give me a second here. Yes, there we go. Nah, just give him this. Pretty much that. Now, Deku's going to have the Frost Troll Axe, the Long Sword, and pretty much different armors, but not all the time he uses them because he's not fighting he's not trying to fight Valkyries or fight Frost Troll Giants or Frost Trolls or any of the dead. Now, he's met Freya once, but she does not speak as much these days due to the fact that I don't know if she's going to be introduced again in the freaking God of War 5 or anything, but let's say this. She's basically a sad person, always wanting to have a son. And she sees Deku at times, and she's thinking that could be an opportunity, but at the same time, she does not want anything to happen to this child, because she might think that she might have this child once again killed like Baldur because Kratos killed him. Now, here's the thing. She's taught him how to do archery. So, it was a one-time thing because basically Brok and Sindri needed a mother's or a woman's touch. And yeah, pretty much all that happened. Now, here's the thing. He's learned how to do the bow and arrow. And he's able to summon different kinds of animals. Basically wolves or bear. Let's see. I think falcons was one. Let's see. Oh, it's 407. Wow. Falcons. I think I forgot, rats or mice or squirrels. I forgot what they had. Let's see. Boar. Yeah, pretty much animals. And he's learned how to speak different languages. So yeah, he's pretty much kind of like Atreus, but at the same time he's his own person. He's actually much more tougher than any of this crap. Now, Brok and Sindri see freaking Bakugo, which Bakugo is still a jerk, but he knows that Deku has freaking, he has the power to freaking, fight back. And Brok says, oh yes, you see that, you little turd? You're not supposed to do crap to our child. Or to our freaking Deku. And I don't know what to give him, what name he should have. No. Guess what? I changed my mind. Not with Bakugo. Here's the thing. Deku is going to go to a different school. Why? Well, because he's never actually been with Inko. Inko's not going to put him in that school. So, Deku's going to another school all on its own. And this one, I'm actually going to give him two girlfriends, or, two partners. And you guys know soon enough. Now, one of them is going to be Mai. And basically, he meets Mai Mai meets him. Basically, they get to talking about weapons and different armors, which Deku just sees her and she says, "Look, I know my technology isn't that good, but it'll probably be good one day. These are my babies." And she said, and Deku says, "Your babies?" And she says, "Yes, they're priceless artifacts. They're the things that make me keep. They're the things that keep me going. Do you understand? You probably don't understand." And Deku's like, "Yes, I do understand a lot. I even have my own kit to work on weapons and armor." And she says, "What do you have? A drill piece, or probably a welder to do all the metal work?" And he says, "No, I am the welder." He says, "What do you mean?" And Deku says, here's the thing. I can control, how do I say it, magic, or not magic, let's not say that right there. I can, I've done welding in the past with my, I don't know what's called them. I guess they're like my father's. But, yeah, I pretty much learned how to smith. It's like, oh, you're a smither. That's, or you've done smithing before. Not a lot of people do that these days. They just, you know, try to find somebody to automatically do the welding and basically hammering in. And Deku's like, nah, that wouldn't work with me. Besides, I want my things to be, I want all my work to be strong. And besides, that's too easy. Well, a child can do that. And she's like, so what if a child can do that? I'm doing it the way I want to. Or, this is the better way. This is the technology way. And Deku's like, yeah, the technology way. Yeah, pretty much, I don't do that. I believe hard work and putting them actually by hammering in and firing up the freaking burners. Not only that, trying to find a way to make it stronger without having to use such cheap and, how do I say it? Without cheating. And she's like, so what? I bet you I can make something, I can make some armor that it will be awesome. Not only that, can get me, how do I say it? She basically challenges Deku to make some armor that can not only be durable, not only can actually withstand a lot of blows, pretty much is let's see, a lightweight, kind of like lightweight, and how would I say this? Like, what else am I going to say? Oh yes, which is probably handy in combat. And Deku's like, oh, that's it? And she says, well, Mai, I believe that's her name. Mai says, what do you mean that's it? You're saying this like it's easy. It takes a lot of hard work. And he's like, yes, that's why I do it that's why I do it like that. But using such feeble technology will never suffice me. That's why I like doing it like this. And it's like, alright, you're on. And basically, Deku just starts smithing. And let's say this. A bunch of students hear about the new kid who is wanting to do like smithing, and another one who's using technology. Now, oh yes, the battle of the freaking armor. Sheesh, I forgot what it was called. Two people are going to make armor. One is someone who uses technology. One who is technically using smithing and, if nobody looks, magic. Now, Deku's like, alright, let's go. And basically, the next 2 days are hell for Mai, because Deku has learned how to smith from freaking Brok and Sindri. Do you think these two people can't make armor in a freaking hour? Probably in an hour, I don't know actually. But I do know it takes at least a good day. Now, Deku is working hard. He's going to give her, I don't know, to be honest. Let's say this. Deku makes a freaking, pauldron that can use, what was it called? Can somewhat use, forgot how to say this. Let's see. Oh, yes. That has a freaking healer stones in, or like a regenerative healing stone. So basically, Deku has made something which can re-heal you to your, like, let's say 75%. And the other thing is that freaking it's more fire resistant. So basically, if a hero uses fire, basically fire is not no normal fire is going to burn this thing. That's a plus. Second of all, no one is going to it's damage resistant through the roof, because in the freaking God of War universe, everything's much more stronger, but here is much more weaker. Even Brok and Sindri could possibly handle All For One on their own. Possibly. I'm not saying it's yes, but possibly they won't be able to like lose to him. So anyway, Deku just made it, and basically just made some greaves on his legs to let's see. They have some freaking healing ointments around the areas, so that way it can just start going onto them. Not only that, let's say that the wrists have some string which can tie up somebody and it won't be able to break at all. Now let's see, with the whole freaking legs, basically it's slip resistant, and it's freaking no one can actually, it's more indestructible. Yeah, pretty much it. Now Deku just made all this, sheesh. And freaking Mai just made whatever she makes. Now, everybody looks at freaking Mai's and says, oh wow, this looks kind of cool. Hers is basically, give me a second here. Now, she looks like this. Basically, her first hero gear, looking all of this. Now, they see how cool it looks. Give me a second here, people. Okay, I'm back. Now, something came up. So here's the thing, she looks like this. The kids, people are impressed, but the fact that Deku kind of has like a, I don't actually have something, and Deku's looks like this, but it doesn't look as fancy. So, sheesh. Let's see. Oh yes, so Deku automatically wins because his pauldron looks like this. Everything hers look like this. It doesn't look, it looks very bulky, and it doesn't look like it's still good. So she loses by, well, basically after somebody tested out both of the support gear. Deku doesn't call it support gear, he just calls it his armor. Give me a second here. Now, Deku just tells her, better luck next time. And just says, wait a minute, wait, Deku. Look. And Deku's like, well, what do you want me to do? And she says, look, here's the thing. I think your support gear looks amazing. I mean, look. It doesn't look bulky. It looks something, it looks like it can help somebody a lot. Not only that, you said it was fire resistant. So maybe someone like Endeavor could like wear something like this, or probably somebody else. And the fact that it can heal the person is something that we've never seen in a hero costume. This could change the game for support gear. And your pauldron, or I mean your bracers, they look pretty nice. They're not too big, and plus it's help movable in combat, and plus it's light. And your freaking greaves, they look, it looks pretty much normal. But Deku says it would stand a bunch of fire and ice. Not only that, no nails can go through it. And she's like, huh, well, that's cool. And she's like, do you want to make some babies? And Deku's like, wait a minute, which ones are we talking about here? Hold on. I'm not ready for a relationship yet. Give me a second. Now, basically, these two are trying to, how would I say this? Oh, yes, they're trying to work on other support gear, which both of their combinations work sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't. But Deku, ever since he's learned how to do finishing touch, which Brok actually taught him how to do, and Sindri taught him how to do a bit more of fire control. So yeah. Now, how is Momo a part of this? Well, here's the thing. Momo and Brok and Sindri made their shop. And a lot of people love the ideas that these two are making. Here's the thing. It's been made to the point where they could give specific heroes ones that they can only use by themselves. So, let's see. Snipe, or the person with the guns, basically they made it to the point where he can he's the only one that's allowed to use it unless he gives permission. And let's see. Endeavor, probably he'll probably pick something besides the armor that he has. But yeah, pretty much something sleek, yet something powerful. And the Yaoyorozu, who's how you say it, fund the company, and they get a lot of reward because of it. Basically, they've heard about Deku doing a bit of different things due to the fact that he's much more of a wide thinker. He broadens his horizons. Yeah, pretty much. Momo sees him as a marriageable kind of person, but Deku thinks she's just cute. And freaking Brok says, well, why don't you go get her then? Come on now. And Deku just says, really? But it's like, huh. I don't know. That's kind of hard to do. She's a well-known member of a distinct family who funds us. Not only that, might be the ones who, if they find out anything about this, might actually shut us down due to the fact that you're thinking about dating his daughter. Well, you gotta be a buzzkill, brother. And Sindri says, I have to be the voice of reasoning. Come on now. What's so bad about these two falling in love? Come on, think about it. Mimir's like, well, yeah, love is pretty much great. I have to agree with Brok. You see? The damn horny head is talking, vouching for me. Well, think about it. I've actually dated a Valkyrie once. And Brok is like, wait a minute, you did? Oh, wow. Yeah, good for you. Kudos to you, my friend. Likewise, my blue brother. And yeah, pretty much Sindri's like, sheesh, I know I'm going to regret this. And there's a possibility of this working. But at the same time, I like the name that we have for us. So, this happens. Deku is already is talking to Momo, and he's like, but wait a minute, why do you want to date me? And he's like, you can create objects that far exceed human limitations, and I, a member of the Yaoyorozus who can create stuff, basically I can make your job a lot more easier. And Deku's like, No. I can date you because you're cute, and plus you're nice. But I won't date you just because of your quirk. And she's like, what do you mean? Deku's like, I make my things the way I have to. If I just relied on somebody just making them for me, and then just me doing the touch-ups, or touching up, how do I say it, and just adding on a little bit, that isn't what this whole thing stands for. We make the things we need to in order for everything to go well. Basically, I will never, give me a second here. I will never freaking how would I say this? Go so low as to have somebody make the weapon, and I would just upgrade it. I won't take part of this. I like you, and you're pretty cute and all, but if it means that I have to give up what I do best, then I might as well not, I might as well have you hate me for the rest of my life. Momo's actually hearing Deku and how the tone of his voice, he's pretty much serious about what he does. And she's like, Deku, and another thing, lady, you might be cute and all, but that doesn't give you the right to automatically just ask my hand for marriage. That's kind of weird. If anybody's going to do it, I'm going to have to be the one who asks you out. And Deku's like, so will you let me go out with you, or will you go out with me? And she's like, wait I was just talking about marriage, and now you want to go out with me? And Deku's like, what do you mean, you say marriage so easily. We first have to get to know each other and all that stuff. And she's like, true, but... And Deku's like, and another thing. Will this ever end? Deku just says, look, I like doing what I do. I do this because I like it. So, if you need anything touched up or any armor to be made, you can count on me. And she basically hears that, and she's thinking, that's actually very manly of him. And Deku's like, well, I am a man. And she's like, yeah, okay, you win. And Deku's like, so, will you go out with me? And she's like, okay, fine, let's just go out. And she's basically kind of hot in the head. And freaking Brok is like, yes, he did it. Everybody, sound the alarms. Raise the horn. Mimir. What? I don't know, actually. But we're going to have a party. And yeah, pretty much that happens. Now, freaking Mai hears about this, gets a little angry at Deku, because she wanted to go out with him. And now all of a sudden, over let's say this, over the past 5 years, Yaoyorozu, freaking Momo, has always seen Deku at work, because their company was funded a while, probably a long time ago, but not too long ago. So yeah, that's how they met. And she thought that he was kind of cute, and she saw his six-pack after Deku just wiped his shirt, the sweat off with his shirt, and she saw that, and she was like, bucket list. Now anyway, here's the thing. We're going to just cut all the way to the freaking end of the beginning of the freaking show. Now let's see. I'm not going to do the freaking what's his face? Crap. Give me a second here. Oh yes. Hold on. Now. There we go. Perfect. I'm not going to do the sludge villain attack because they didn't actually go to school in that direction. Brok and Sindri live close to Yaoyorozu's due to the fact that the Yaoyorozu's know that they don't live anywhere, so they offer them their hospitality. And basically Brok accepted immediately. So he gets to live lavishly and has a couch, a bed to himself. Sindri has his own things, and Deku basically has his own room. And yeah, since they know that these people are going to make them millions more of cash, they thought, hey, we might as well just automatically, give them a place to live. So that all happens, people. Now, let's see. Let's, the freaking UA entrance exam. Basically, Deku is a bit more, like I said, on the rowdier side because of Brok, but he's still a gentleman because of Sindri. Where's Inko and all this? Well, basically, she found out her son wasn't his, and because he had the forearms. So, freaking Deku. Oh no! They find out that their children were swapped, and basically they find out that the parents, you know, did all that. No, let's say this: that they found out that their kid was kidnapped, and they're like, "Oh yeah, somebody kidnapped our child." Oh no! Oh, he wasn't our child. Oh man, I feel even more terrible. Oh no! They kind of feel a little bad because of the fact that they just threw away somebody's kid. But the funny part is that they'll throw away their own kid if they don't have the actual power. So, pretty much all that happens. Inko wants to find out who her child is now, and basically Deku will meet her very soon. How soon? Mostly the Fallout, not the Fallout Festival, the UA Sports Festival. Now, we're going to do the UA entrance exam, and here's what happens. Deku just basically passes, because here's the thing, he couldn't wear armor, but because of his freaking knowledge and how he made his clothes, we're to the point where nobody notices. And not only that, he's able to go through, he's able to teleport from place to place, automatically teleporting people up into the air, and basically he throws them down. After that, he's done this multiple times until this zero-pointer does his thing. Now, what the zero-pointer does is basically tries to stomp freaking Ochako. Deku summons a bunch of freaking animals to charge at the freaking zero-pointer, basically electrocuting him, firing him, freaking exploding him with light magic, and Deku summoning a bow that just comes out of his arms and basically shoots a bunch of arrows through the freaking head, and the arrows going all over the freaking body, exploding everything. Deku's archery skills are on par and even possibly better than Atreus when he was just a child. Deku has also learned how to do frost magic, and not only that, like I said, he's able to do stuff like this. Basically, powerful binding of the prisoner. He can basically stop the basically stop the zero-pointer in its tracks. After that success in combat, he's going to use a super powerful arrow that basically shoots all the way into the freaking zero-pointer, exploding from the insides. Now, basically after that, he uses healing to help freaking heal Ochako. And basically after that, all that happens, Deku goes to the injured and heals them for Recovery Girl. After all that happens, Deku is declared #1 in the freaking, test. Why? Well, his skills are on par with a lot of other people. Electricity. Oh, Kaminari's already gone for the count. What else? Fire. Freaking Todoroki's already gone for the count. Ice. Todoroki as well is already gone for the count. Guess what? Explosions from the blue light. Bakugo's explosions go anywhere, but Deku's is much more, he can limit the explosion to small into freaking never mind, I'm not gonna say that. He can do a nuclear bomb if he uses all of his magic. That's how much, that's how much of control he has with his powers. Now, binding, he can bind people so easily. He is shown in this whole series as the #1 prodigy, which All Might wanted to give All for One for All for. 2. So, this is going to be the end of the video because I gotta go play chess with chess with my mother. She doesn't know how to play it as well, so I gotta teach her since, pretty much I played chess in school with my friends and everybody. So here's the thing. Like, comment, and do subscribe to the channel. And before I even go with that, let's see. Oh yeah, quick question. Do you guys want me to automatically give Deku one for all. If not, I understand. But here's the thing. If you want me to give all for one to him, no, one for all to Deku, then put yes in the comment section, and then comment down below what you want, how you say it. You know, comment down below, you know, all the stuff that you guys do. And put no on the comments, and whoever gets the, whichever one gets the most, or if I see a lot of yeses and a little bit of no's, then it's yes. You know, same thing happens if it's no. So, like I said, like, comment, and do subscribe to the channel here, people.